Alrighty. Welcome back, everybody. Forgive me if the microphone's a little unusual at this point. I am doing a live comm here in the firing range so that we can talk a little bit about the model and go over some of the stats and damage points. With that, we'll just start right off with the damage. We are dealing 108 damage per shot. That is going to be split between 9 pellets at 12 damage per pellet. The 9 pellets are split into like 2 parts of what is the shot package, or like the total cluster of pellets. The outside part is this square, and the inside part is kind of like an old Roman cross. Now, that internal part of the shot package is very, very tightly put together, and you can hit players with it, even lights, at decent range. If I'm like, this is 15 meters here to this box. Yeah, we're still hitting them with most of the pellets from that center 5 shots, or 5 pellets. Because of that, this gun does have pretty good range, but unfortunately, because the damage is exactly 108, we cannot one-shot melee lights anymore, and this has been this way for a while. That being said, the gun does deal enough damage to pretty easily 2-tap lights, and since you can no longer animation cancel your, I guess we'll just call it the lever action, since you can't animation cancel your lever action with a melee, as you can see, it's not really worth going for melees in the same way. Like, there's a lot of risk, and at the end of the day, unless you're out of bullets, or if you're just kind of new to the gun and don't feel very confident in hitting your shots, you should pretty much always be going for a 2-shot kill, instead of going for a shot in a melee, even on weak targets. As mentioned, damage range and the kind of placement of the pellets in the shot package are a real strong suit of this gun, especially damage range. We still deal about 12 damage, as you can see, at what is like 50 meters. So it's not really experiencing much damage fall off. It's just needing to place the pellets in the right spot to make sure you're hitting your shot. That being said, it's important to remember that you only have 6 shots per magazine, and that your magazine can't really be reload canceled like it used to. So you don't always want to be putting in shots at range. Like, you can definitely help out your teammates and put in some shots at range, but you should try and work on learning the difference between, hey, I need to support my teammates at range and put in some shots, versus, oh, I should wait to shoot and save my ammo for when we're closer to the opponents, when we push in using a jump pad, or when they push us, however it ends up happening. While we're on the topic of the reload magazine size, maybe I'm forgetting it, but you could, in Season 1, if I recall correctly, reload cancel when you had shots in the magazine. So I am spamming button. And not until I put the second shell in can I actually cancel my reload with a shot. It's not that way when you're on empty, and it's just because you're putting a bullet in the magazine. So if we show this, you can see as soon as the shell goes in, I can shoot. But because the first shell I'm putting in here is a blank, and it doesn't register as a bullet in the lower right hand corner, I can't actually shoot until I put a bullet in. And unfortunately, even though you do kind of put both bullets in, you don't technically put them both in, so you will only get 1 bullet back for this. And honestly, as a result, it's just never really worth trying to cancel your reload or really reload the gun unless you're out of bullets. Like, you should always be out of bullets when you're reloading this gun. The only time you don't need to be out of bullets reloading it is when you're not in a fight and you're just kind of sitting around doing nothing. Otherwise, it's always worth shooting down to empty and then just reloading this way. That way, if you get caught off guard, someone shows up, you can just pop them. And you also drop 2 shells in right away after that first one, which is really important to note. So you put 1 in, then you've got 2 in, and you can have your magazine halfway reloaded, whereas that one's a blank. And then we fit 2 in, and now we've got just 2. So always take time to reload when you're on empty, or to kind of burn off any extra shots on enemies. You know, if you're at range and almost out of ammo and have a few extra bullets, don't be afraid to throw them at your opponents and then reload. So that's going to do it for the live commentary here in the firing range. And next up, we'll talk a little bit more about the overall loadouts with this gun and some highlights. See you guys there. Okay, so why is the model better now than it was in previous seasons? The first thing is that the Cerberus got nerfed, and that's a really big one. There's only 2 shotguns on medium, and since the Cerberus is no longer considerably stronger than the model, they're a little bit more even. You would kind of just naturally expect model gameplay to pick up a little bit, or the number of players using model to pick up a little bit. Overall, I think for now people are just kind of trying it out, having fun, but I wouldn't be surprised to see the model appear for the next couple of weeks, and of course we have a new patch coming out, so we'll have to kind of wait and see. Wouldn't it be nice if we saw a little buff to the model? That's probably wishful thinking, but I'm here and I'm asking for it. I would love to see the model get a little stronger. I miss being able to one-hit melee lights, and I'm getting real pissed off playing all of these lights that all have the double barrel shotgun. Anyways, moving on. 2 loadouts I want to talk about. Dematerialized loadout, heal beam loadout. No real reason to use turret with this. That being said, the DMAT build is very standard. Dematerialize, goo grenades, defibs. Lastly, you're going to be running jump pad. I do think there's an argument to be made if you're running for running zipline if you're not running the goo grenades. Goo grenades and jump pad together allow you to do a ton of different crazy movements across maps, and they're just the best things to run in combination with each other. But if you are running like gas mines or just something weird in the first slot for some reason, you could definitely switch out for ziplines if you like them more. Other than that, data reshaper is of course what you're going to take in terminal attack if you can't run defibs, but just run defibs outside of that. Other than that, your other option for a build is going to be heal beam, and this is strongest when you have like 2 heavies on your team, or a heavy and a medium, because we're running the classic zipline plus jump pad, and then of course defib. The zipline and jump pad combination allow your whole team to move together as a unit really effectively, and it's really easy to just like taxi your heavies around if you have 2 heavies on your team. This just allows you to stick together really effectively. With that, those are really both of the builds. You can switch out zipline for gas grenades if you need something for stalling. You don't have dematerialized to stall and like drop cash outs, so having gas grenades can be both really effective and really useful. That being said, usually your heavy or your light is going to be running something for stalling, or if you have another medium on your team, they're going to have dematerialized to help you with stalling out on cash outs. I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay in the background, or the remaining highlights I should say. And I hope you get to use the model sometime. It's actually really fun this season. I've been enjoying it a lot. If you'd like to see the gameplay live, it's over at twitch.tv/giveemthebeans, link in the description. I'm live right now. I'll see you guys over there. Ring around the rosy. Didn't work so well for him once I dematted the wall. The moos of death are coming for you. They signal your end, my friend. So I like to do this. Create more like a stable room. Now it doesn't matter now that we have fucking walls. Oh my god. Kidding me? I'm about to tap you and you fucking leave? Use a coin? fuck me. Fell too many floors.
That one tank is
Now we're fucking him up with the shotgun. Put one floor down.
I owe you big time.
God, these guys, I don't stand a chance. Oh, it's so disgusting. I just launched myself at them and killed them instantly.